Do you wanna touch that? Wouldn't you know it? It always gets dark when we start these things. All right, green light. Welcome back. I'm Jade Monkey, and this is another live stream for Primitive Plus The Journey. This is I guess you would call it a companion stream that goes along with the actual series that goes. The series that I have on my channel. Sorry, I was looking at the computer screen at the same time. So as you can see from the title, we had some poor people try to rob us, and it's good for us. They're stupid. So we're gonna kind of show you where they tried to break in, how they fucked up, and how they fell right into our hands. So if they're watching, you guys are good. You guys are pro. Good raid, bro. Good raid. All right. So I think the last time we got attacked. You guys saw a little hatch frame right here. You know what? Let me see if I can get a torch. Let's see if we can get a torch. Oh, so much stuck. Hopefully the server doesn't crash.
Hey guys, Dolphin here.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
There he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
So we got do you know where a torch is at, Dolphin? Do you have one on you by any chance? It's so
I'm
dark.
broke right now. I have some bricks.
Some bricks. Anyway, so we had some scrubs.
I'll check perfection.
Okay, thank you. We had some scrubs break in, and they thought that they were pretty slick and that they got our loot, but it's funny because they actually didn't, because it wasn't in there. So we're gonna show you how they kind of broke in. I need a light. This is fucking ridiculous.
I got a torch. Come down. I'll give it to you.
Oh hell yes. All right, I'm gonna see if there's one more up here. No. Okay. Excellent. And yeah, today we're going to be going through the base, kind of showing how they broke in, and then some speed tricks for getting those Species X up quicker, especially in the primitive, because that's the thing. You down here? Yeah, there you are. I see you. Thanks, Brody.
I'm here to please.
Oh, there it is. Oh, thank goodness. Can you make a few more too? That would be fucking amazing.
Give me just a minute and I got you.
Okay. We should be good with this, though, to start. Okay, so I think it was like 2 or 3 streams ago when we had some poor people on the hill trying to basically attack us. We had a hatch frame right here, and you already know we call this the catacombs. Let me go ahead and get this torch out. I'll drop this shit right here. So we had a hatch frame here, and we actually signed in, and we knew some poor people would come at us, right? Because like we had some fucking potatoes and cabbage and shit inside, so like, you know. Ark poor people love that shit. They're like, cabbage. So they broke this here, and they broke into our hallway downstairs. Let me go ahead and keep going. So we capped it off, right? Because, like, you know, the gag's over. They already know. They got fucked. And we had Species X here. You saw those last time. These all got smoked. We figured they would because this is the weaker side, right? Clearly, we need more species on this side. And let's go ahead and go in here. You guys are going to like this. The dino pen was just doors, but everybody calls this cancer. Let's see if it is indeed cancer. Look at this. Like, what a dickhead, right? Who does this shit? So we locked all this shit up, and rightfully so. They said, fuck that shit, I'm not going in this way. Yeah, I mean, would you want to? Look at this mess. Look at this mess. So before, this was just open, and you could actually get in through here. This is the old catacombs hallway back here. What's up? Oh, bad news. Clovis got captured and or killed. I believe she got captured. I know, right? Like, everybody get furious. That's fucked up. What did Clovis ever do to you besides make sweaters? So, okay, so they broke down in this hallway back here. Let me go ahead and get up in here. We have some fancy-ass doorways. Oh, my. Get in! Yeah, you can see why we call it the catacombs. So, they broke in down here. And they used their broke-ass fucking bird, right? And this was all, like, straight up to that hatch frame. And so they came in, and since we had all the ladders kicked out, like fucking good dudes, they brought that shitty-ass bird down here, and then they popped off the mount to jump up in here. And, you know, joke's on them. We cleared all this shit out last night. So, oddly enough, though, we didn't have Clovis out there, so she's missing. So if anybody knows where the sheep is, just drop a note into the comments, please. We miss her. And we had a few other things here. We popped the ladder off here. They knocked the door off, but since these guys are broke, they couldn't get over the door frame. So we thought that was pretty hilarious. And we actually caught this dude red-handed. We signed in, and this motherfucker didn't even clean out our smithy yet. So good job, dude. Good job. And I think I forgot to take the ladder off, so they got up here into our hydroponics room. But for the most part, all our good stuff is not in here, so it's kind of good to dissect how people broke in. And we'll show you the outside too. We had a couple basically, I guess you would call them.
They literally only got what we wanted them to have.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just great to see how people break in, especially when you're not familiar with this particular mod. Like the more and more people break in, it's just great for us. I mean, yeah, we knew the poor people couldn't resist. So we'll show you how they broke in outside. So this was all kind of knocked out. This was obviously a wall at one point, and this was obviously a trap. They couldn't like get up here without busting the ladder. And even if they did, it's like this was all Catacomb City. What am I going? Oh, no, I'm going back outside. I'm even getting confused in my own base. Like that's a good sign, right? If you're talking about defense. Cancerous when you're talking about processing, but great for raiding, right? Alright, so actually if Stick's watching, he's gonna appreciate this. He added this little like false set wall on the back, because obviously we have everything honeycombed, because you know how people like to pick up under your shit and get into your base, right? So he's gonna laugh. So we made the little tea leaf room, because tea leaves are the shit. And he created these doors so it looked like it was part of the base, but this is all honeycomb. So sure enough, dude. Oh, look, the poor people came in here too. They sure shit did. They broke every single door. That's funny to me. They came all the way around. This is all honeycomb. There's like even more honeycomb on the wall that's actually goes into the base. So I mean, jokes on them if they actually picked it. They stole the tea leaves and then they broke out on this side. Hilarious. So they were just guessing every which way to go, right? I mean, obviously this base isn't super great, but I mean, come on, dude. I mean, what'd you get? Fiber, Thatch? You broke, bitch. You broke. So let's see. Yeah, and they popped those species on the top. And that's about the gist of it. We had most of our stuff up, and out of the base in general. So it worked out for us. It really worked out. So if the looters are watching, smooches, we love you. Alright, so today we're going to be doing some speed growth over here on this tower. This kind of helps with Species X and whatnot. I think I have all the materials. Yeah, we should. Okay, good. Hopefully this torch is bright enough for everybody. So how many people in chat are actually playing on server 26? Let's get a little thing going here. Let's take a look. We got Liam. What's up, Liam? We got Legit Almonds. We got Andre. What's up, guys? Usually Ben's here.
Legit Almonds said some guy took my tribe name.
Oh, that's messed up, dude.
Ooh.
You see what
Oh,
he
they
did in chat?
did.
I didn't see what
Rip.
he said in chat.
He said, whoa, Jade, did you see that in chat? Some guy took my tribe name.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
What dildos?
So, one of the weaknesses on this side, actually, we'll show you here, because this is another reason why we're beefing up. Oh, yeah, actually, you guys are looking at a whole new section in the base. We didn't even, like, say what was going on here. So, hopefully, if I can get this third person, we can see what's happening here. Let me slam some food before I eat shit. Ooh, you know what? Let's go to the Brano. So, obviously, things are getting crowded in the base. We're trying to show like a general progression as we go through this here on Primitive Plus. Obviously through episodes and streams, but we wanted to show you the progress we got going on here on base. And if you've been watching, it's been getting a little crowded over here. Clearly, the Brano, look, I mean, we've been having issues with the dancing Branos on the corner spawning in, our own Brano getting aggroed, and poor people dropping snakes and whatnot inside the base. But you know what? That's PvP. You're going to have that. Alright, I should have enough food now. Do you have any more torches, Dolphin?
I'm making them right now. Let me get some flint.
Excellent. So if you look, this is our old wall right here. And we needed some more expansion, obviously for the base, because it's getting just far too crowded over there. Let me just go ahead and zoom this in. Or not.
How many torches are good? About 27?
That's a lot, but yeah, that'll work. Yeah, we're running tight. Like our courtyard's really tight. Our little taming pen is too close to the base, obviously. Let me just run up here so you guys can see it. Yeah, I mean people can jump in between here. Actually, Ruin, uh, I think it's Penumbra, right? Like they were Ruin at one point, but they were nice enough to show us some of the gaps here. I think we said that last time, but if you're watching, there it is. There's your shout out. No, he was nice enough to walk around and kind of point out some gaps. And I mean, he was right. We had a gap over here in between the base and this capture pen. I mean, if you look, I mean, nothing's going to shoot you right here, right? So, I mean, you just kind of drop into the base and start working your zone from here on in out. So, and this was definitely a weak spot for us. We kind of left it that way overnight because we knew some poor people would come in. So we definitely have to beef this up too. So if we get to all of the, I guess, crop plot expansion on that side, we'll kind of work our way over here in hopes that we don't get shot in our face at the same time, right? But let's be honest, do poor people really have bullets? Probably not, right? They're just gonna be throwing fucking rocks at us with slingshots. Broke ass bitches. All right, what time is it in game? Ooh, okay, whew, daylight's coming. Hey, where are those extra torches?
Spring also. Yeah, I got them. They're right here in the
Valley?
Protha thing next to the orange sheep.
Oh, they're inside. You want to bring some
I'm
out?
coming out. Yeah, I'm coming out. Yeah, I'm coming right
Hell
now.
yeah.
Spring Allsup said you should raid a base. Well, that might definitely be a possibility, Spring, if we weren't so broke.
If we find that broke ass motherfucker that broke into our base, you bet. You bet. Alright, so the biggest problem with Species X, I mean, they're great, right? I mean, well, they've been nerfed, but in Primitive, that's all you got. So they're cool, but they take, what, 12 hours, real hours to actually grow and place? Or, like, once you place them, they're actually 12 hours, like real hours? So anything you can do to speed it up is fucking fantastic. Now, there is a caveat to this, right? Like, if you've got people up your shit, the downside is if you do this first kind of technique, they'll be doming it. But if you're online, 9 times out of 10, right? Most of the time, oh, thank you, sir. Most of the time, you can get away with placing this long enough where even if they dig your shit, like your glass greenhouse pieces, you're gonna have enough speed on the growth that it's still gonna make a difference. Because if you get this to 300%, you're gonna be. I mean, this grows in what two? I think it's 2 hours. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's close to that. So we'll go ahead and start the seeding here, and I think I brought enough. Do you have any water jugs on yet? Look at me just asking for shit. I'm not even ready.
I don't, dude. I don't even have any water myself.
I left mine in the base back there. Well, anyways, we'll finish this little setup here. So obviously in primitive, this is your only type of defense. So I've come up with a really janky, cheap ass way to just keep slapping up all that extra bonus, the greenhouse bonus, and keep it going. I'm gonna just keep these lined up here because I've noticed a lot of these pricks will come by and like shoot them with flame arrows. That's the thing. Thank you for the torch, dude. That's fucking amazing. It's amazing, dude. Ooh, speaking of which, we
I
were
wish the terror chicken could fly.
that would be. Oh, well, she can kind of fly though. Let's be honest.
No, she glides.
She glides. Okay, that's fair. Well, actually, we were fishing a couple of days ago, and we just did an episode on it. It's not. I have to edit it still, but be looking for that pretty soon. That's actually pretty. If you haven't fished in this game yet, it's amazing. If you like loot, you'll love it. So look forward to that. Actually, we're looking forward to fishing later. I think we got like maybe some people in Penumbra maybe want to join us later. You know, do a little fucking fishing.
Yeah, after the stream and everything, when I get back from my date and stuff, I'm gonna go tame a moss chops and get all the leech blood.
Hell yeah. Yeah, 'cause that's like the best stuff to put down there. It's just lagging. How bad's the ping? There we go. Alright, so we'll get these. I hope it rains while we're throwing all this stuff up. So I've noticed, I did this in 49, more of a shielded thing because we didn't have greenhouse pieces until later. But I noticed that when you're under like extreme, I guess, attack or duress, right? If somebody keeps attacking your base, this probably won't work. You'll have to do more of a shielded method because people will just be like, hey, look, this asshole's trying to go species X. Let's pop it. And this might be far enough away from the base. We might have issues with this because there may not be shooting coverage for somebody to not come over here and pick up the fertilizer and throw it on the ground or just wreck the crop plots, right? Alright, let's go. I'm going to grab this water over here so we can start these speed growing. So I'm all about doing shit on the cheap. So I typically will line this shit up, these greenhouse pieces or tiles. I'm just gonna kind of walk you through it. I shouldn't open that. Fuck. Fuck my light.
Would you like me to place my explant seeds inside of these crop plots?
Yeah. I think we should have enough time, right, before they die, right? Oh, we only have one jar. Fuck. Let's tap it with one. That should be more than enough. Should be. Let's see if we got enough for another water jar. Let's see. Let's check out the chat. We got anybody else in here? We got Death.
Check the Perlovia. Check Perlovia.
Death P. Oh, do we got some of that shit in there? I think you're right.
Yeah, dude, I got the Perlovia loaded down with shit, man. Like, ain't nobody touching perfection, bro.
Actually, we
Ain't
did it.
nobody touching perfection.
The Perlovia stream that we did where we tamed Perlovias, we were talking about good ways to like stash your loot. So, I mean, if the looters are watching, I keep closing this door and opening it in front of my face. Keep doing it.
Spring asks, what do you play on? We play on Primitive Plus.
On the Xbox.
Primitive Plus on the Xbox. And, J Boom says, Rip Ascendants. Rip Ascendants indeed.
Yeah.
Rip them indeed.
Yeah, indeed, sir. I think we had somebody else that was super salty come in last stream, right? I'd love to know who that was.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause dude, that was so long ago. That's so funny that that person's so super salty about 49. I'd love to know who it is.
And the funny part about Server 49 is that we were never raided. They never wiped us. We wiped ourselves. So
yeah, we
suck
left.
on that.
We left. We left. That'll come out soon enough, right?
What up, Andre? What up, Andre? How you doing today, man?
Alright, so now we got enough water in here so we can start dropping seeds. It's not a lot, but it should be enough. I know you guys saw this off the armored crop plot stuff. There we go. Try to get a good line of this stuff so we can kind of show some of the boosting action. I'm just going to hit this with like 100. There we go. Should say 100. Yep. I'm hoping it rains. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to have to keep going back and forth with the water. I'm going to have to bail this shit. Because when we cover this with greenhouses, we're going to have to cover up the top tile. Well, that happens. Alright, so that's one thing you got to keep in mind. As you're speed growing these things, you really got to watch the water. Either you got to do something temporary to keep the water going, or you just need to keep bailing the water like I'm doing with these water jugs. Go ahead and drop the seeds in there. Okay, seedling. Not seeded. I can drop one in here. You want to drop one in there, sir?
It won't let me. Yeah, I have one in there. And then I'm dropping one. It won't let me activate this explant. There we go. I'm just slow.
There you go. Okay.
That's all.
Cool. Alright, so there's a lot of different ways to do this. What I've found, and I've heard this from Personas, you can also like group these up in a more like armored fashion. I guess I don't know if we have time to do it in this stream, but there's ways to gang up this bonus. So basically more of these greenhouse pieces, greenhouse tiles, the more boost you get. I think the doors are ignored, the frame is ignored. I think that's, and the window is ignored. So those don't count as a boost. So it's more like just cosmetic. So if you like it, cool, but it's kind of a waste of engram points if you're just trying to go like pure strength, right? So what I found was you can gang this shit up pretty deep. So what I like to do is I like to just start stacking these. Obviously, side note, the greenhouse effect does not trigger unless there is a visible tile to the sky, and it has to be a ceiling piece, and then all of your bonuses start to activate. So I believe you still have to have this over the piece, or most of the piece that's under it, most of the crop plot that's under it, to receive or to activate the greenhouse. Now, interesting here, as we start to add more pieces to this chain, we're going to see more of a bonus. So look, you're starting to do this shit on the cheap. Like, I know this isn't touching over here, but watch, this bonus is going to start going up. I think it's at 45. I think that's probably where it should be. There we go, 60. I'm just trying to refresh it. So the more these are...
We'll see, J-Boom. Yeah, continue, sorry.
No, sorry, go ahead.
We'll see, J-Boom. I mean, he doesn't have the footage cut together right now. You'll find out about what all happened, you know, when he releases those videos. J-Boom said, but you guys had gigas. I'm confused. You wiped yourself.
Yeah, we did. We decided to move on. We
Yeah, we decided to move on, man. A lot of the dinosaurs, dude, we killed ourselves, right? And some of them, we didn't. They were still there after we left. But when Jadis gets the footage, you'll understand why. It's just a long, drawn out, complicated story that it would take hours to explain,
yeah, so I'll
and
work on the
ain't
videos
nobody
for
got
it.
time for that.
If the chat's confused about what that is, that's the Saga of Server 49. I still have tons of footage I need to edit for that and put out. But yeah, the long and the short of it is we decided to move on because we were alpha for so long
Oh
and there was new
no,
content coming, man.
yeah,
Like we wanted to play the
no,
center.
no, yeah. J Boom Black Pack became the Ascendants.
Yeah,
I was the one of the original members of Black Pack, and the tribe glitch happened. We became like the Watchmen. You might notice some of them in the video, like Ghost Hound, okay, from the video Pulling Mad Tribe Aggro, the guy who sounds like a super hardcore redneck. Um, he left. We merged with Jadis's tribe, the Dreaded Dark Lords, became the Ascendants. So technically, it was still Black Pack, just with added people, and everybody wanted to change the name, to something new because it was a new tribe.
yeah. So we called ourselves the Ascendants. You'll see. The bigger story will come out, but yeah, the gist of it is we decided to leave, and then we all got to play the center, scorched earth, all kinds of cool stuff. So I mean, if anybody's been in Alpha Tribe long enough, like we were of the mindset like, hey, it's not super fun anymore. We're kind of crushing everybody. Like we literally shit on the server before we left, and we're like, hey man, let's go do something else. Let's see like what the new shit is. Let's try like a new server. Let the server heal, you know, because it's no fun when everybody's just fucking beat down all the time, right? Know what I mean? Yeah, if anybody wonders, that's the Saga of Server 49. I believe that's in the cards. It's almost always in the cards. Some funny shit. Alright, so I'm filling up more of these
In
water
Terry,
jugs.
Ireland.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you're good.
In Terry, Ireland, um, he said, Jade, can you teach me how to play? He's never played Primitive Plus.
Oh, if you kind of start
Would you
from
like to
episode
respond?
1 and then go through the streams sequentially, you can kind of see us struggle through it because we've never done it. I mean, we played standard quite a bit, but this is like the first time. We've only been playing this for what, 3 weeks now total? And we're still learning. Like that's another reason why we liked kind of getting raided last night, was to see how people attack because there's no explosives, there's no anything. And we did find out when we started this that it was very difficult to. Where the fuck am I going? I thought, okay, I'm going up. Wow, dude, I'm drunk. We weren't sure. Like we looked up stuff on YouTube on Primitive Plus, and there wasn't a whole lot. So we're like, hey, why don't we just kind of just do our thing and see if it helps anybody. So if you kind of go through those, and you can skim through it or watch the whole thing if you want, depending on what you know or don't know. And you can watch us kind of learn it the way you would learn it. So learn from our mistakes. I'm making the way up into the catacombs to grab more pieces.
Believe me, Terry, the way you raid without guns or anything like that it's different, man.
Like
Like
look, yeah,
you have to go about thinking the game. You have to go about doing things differently by
absolutely.
not having all that stuff.
I mean, just look at the way I had to go through this base. Like, it seems like here, and this is a guess, right? Because I don't know. I'm still a noob. But we think that going vertical is probably your best bet, right? Because like if people can only pick their way through shit, then why not go up? Make ladders. Because to pick through this door, for instance, you would have to break the ladder, more or less. So why not create kind of like these little traps where if they try to go up, I'm trying to close this door. Why not create these little situations where if they break this, it breaks everything and they can't go up. So yeah, breaking doors down in this is very, very easy. Do not rely on any door of any type. They're all garbage. We found that out the hard way. We've gotten robbed so many times on rafts, in our base, while we've been online. Like you name it, dude. But I mean, it's fun, like, 'cause we don't know anything about this, or we didn't. We know a little bit now, but it kind of makes it interesting that we're figuring it out. So yeah, just check them out. Hopefully that helps. And if there's anything you're looking for, just hit us up either on the comments, either in this video or on one of those, and then we could probably address it because we're pretty open to most things. And if you wanted to play with us, you could. We're not opening up the tribe or anything yet, but if you wanted to play with us, you can play on server 26. And as long as you're a good citizen and you're building up your own tribe and your rank, holy shit, this door has got me stuck. As long as you're building up your own tribe and you're a good citizen, that's probably the quickest way to get our attention in a good way. So just keep that in mind. If you can handle your shit and level, and like stay off spawns and shit, like metal spawns, you know, big rock spawns and stuff, that would be ideal. But anyways, so that wasn't too bad of a deviation because I actually had to go back to the base and get all this extra shit. But if you're looking at these little crop plots here, obviously they don't have exposure to the sky, so they're not going to get watered. But the idea is that you have these up now until these grow up, or at least get semi-mature, and then you break these. So you really have to watch the water levels, as you can see right here. They're less than 100. I'm going to just sprinkle one of these on each, just to keep them all kind of even. And then the idea is once they've grown up, you break those top tiles. Even 100% helps a little. Oh, this is 120%. Even a little bit helps. Like this will accelerate. I don't know what the math is on 120, but I mean, if you can shave off anything on 12 hours, that's a bonus. And typically you would see these, we would leave these exposed long enough so that it has one rainstorm under its belt, so you don't have to keep hitting these with water bottles in the beginning like I'm doing. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Just to get shit going. So these are 120. So the more we add to this little crazy ass contraption, the more this bonus is gonna go up. So, I mean, this works any way you can possibly think of. So like watch, I can start stacking this shit here and watch, this shit's gonna go up. I think it already did, right? 135. And then you can even do other crazy shit like this. You can go vertical. Like these aren't even over those squares, but we're starting to get more and more bonus. Helps a lot. Helps a lot. Just remember, watch this shit. So if people start pinking this shit out, you're ready to respond. Hey Dolphy, can you fill up more of these water jugs? That would be amazing if you could do that.
I suppose.
Thank you.
Where are they at?
Just dropped them right in
Put
front
them
of
on foul mouth and I'll do it. Oh, never rip the dream.
Rip. I'll put them on foul mouth. I got you.
J Boom says, do you guys plan on playing regular official again? And 49 is free. Dollars are gone. We do know the dollars are gone, sir, but what fun would it be to go back to that server if we can't shit on them? I mean, let's be real.
Yeah. No, we know the dollars have been gone for quite some time. And let's be honest, dude. There were nobodies back then. There are nobodies now. You know, like now that they're gone, it's like the only reason they were there is because we weren't there. Let's be honest, right? Every time we came back, we shit on that dude's face.
Fun fact, I said that we should have raided them as soon as they started putting up those trashy Behemoth Gate walls. I said we should have raided them then, but you know nobody listens to Dolphin because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I was down, dude. Our leaders were pussies. That
Jade
was the problem.
was down, and there was like 2 others, but nobody else wanted to.
I sniped your bird. We were coming back from a raid, and I split that bird's wig, and she's like, "Why'd you kill my bird?" I'm like, "Take the fiber, bitch, and stop complaining." It was funny. She still hates me to this day, but that's cool. It happens, right? It happens. All right, so we got this bonus up to what? 165. And let's just start stacking more. Sometimes I just go completely vertical with this. Sometimes I heap it on like these little like clusters here. And that's why when people say in the beginning, "Hey," there we go. When more people are like, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna throw the crystal on the ground," it's like, "Bitch, you crazy? You can make all these fucking greenhouse pieces, man. Like that's where it's at." And if you're trying to get acatinas and make some more veggie cakes, this is the same thing. I mean, you're just not putting it outside. You're putting it inside your base or like closer to your base, right? To get those crops. What is it? Rock carrots, savo root, and long grass, right? I think are the fancy ones. Ooh, I need water too. What a rookie. I need to smash some of these fucking berries too, man. See what we can get this up to. I think we have a lot of these pieces. And obviously when you demolish you get what, roughly half, or where it is exactly half of the mat's back. So yes, it costs a lot, but I mean what's the cost of defense, right? Look, this is gonna stack pretty good. Is it 200 yet? 210. All right, that's pretty good. Now, there's another way where if in the proximity you have these various pieces, it'll actually still start adding these different greenhouse effects. So usually, if you wanted to go super crazy, and again, I got this from Personas, you just put these top tiles up, and then you have these like shielded areas where these pieces would go in. We can do something on that a bit later, like, oh fuck, don't break my legs.
Failure.
And this actually comes in handy because since we expanded this side, we really need these crop plots up quick. So even if these get domed, right? I'm kind of asking for it. Hopefully we've got enough time with these are actually growing,
That
right?
really hurt.
Dude, you fell off too? You got him on the bird?
I
Birds.
got off of foul mouth and then I just fell to
Hey,
my death.
oh, you fell to your death? Did you
No,
bring
I'm
the
here,
water?
but nah, dude, I just came all the way back over here with no water.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, a lot of primitive plus is kind of waiting for your crops to come up and making sure that you're in the general vicinity to make sure you're defending it. Hopefully we got enough stuff around here to keep this going, but since we are streaming this, anything's possible. We'll most likely have these shot out by some fucking broke ass bitches before the night's out. That's my guess anyways. Let's see. I think we can get this all the way up, right? So we got one more piece. Yeah, usually if you're cramped for space, I just go straight up with this crap. Like if you have a lot of ceiling pieces, I just keep stacking these pillars and just go straight up. Actually, can I borrow your bird for a sec? Let me try some of this. I'm gonna get stupid with this.
Go ahead.
I think we can get.
Alright, Jay, what server are they on? Jay said the dollars are somebody's. You wouldn't be able to wipe them now. The thing about that is, dude, is that the dollars have always been trash.
Yeah. When
Always.
have we not wiped them? Let's be real. Sounds like we got some
Like, real
dollars in
talk,
the
dude.
chat.
I went over to their base wearing nothing but ghillie suit, like wearing nothing but a ghillie suit with a hatchet and a pick, and I broke into their fucking base. Like, they're so bad. It's unbelievable. They don't put any explant species on the ground. They always put them on roofs. They put them really high up. They don't protect any of the crucial points. Like, dude, they're idiots.
My legs.
Especially that busted can of biscuits Heather. Like, she's awful. I don't know why she even continues to play this game if she still is. So, there's that.
Yeah, she sucks. I mean, if you
You
want to
can
give
talk
this,
them up all you want to, man, but we know the truth. They're really bad.
I mean, if they
In
want to,
game and in
if they
life.
want to drop the server, I mean, that's how you really know you're good, right? Like we broadcast all the shit we do, so we're not gonna hide behind a bunch of fucking crazy shit like she did. So if she really wants to be like a big tough guy, then yeah, tell us the server, dude. Tell us the server.
No, you were right. She's almost a guy.
I mean, she's a husky dude. All right, so we got this up to
A husky
255.
dude.
I think I got most of those pieces down, right? Yeah, so about, I think it's registered now. It should be. Let me go ahead and sprinkle these with a few more shots of water, and we'll take a look at it. Again, it looks fucking booty nasty. It looks terrible. But this will get your shit up quick. And if we can even just get this half row up before the other side, that's usually enough to keep it protected while you're waiting for the other 12 hours to come up. We'll probably, I'd like to do a big swath of this, so if you look on the right, I like to continue at least some of the ceiling tiles over to the left where the bird's standing, where I'm at, so we can get a lot of that bonus over here. So usually if you leave, because each one of these pieces adds, I want to say 15%, but again, don't quote me on that. If I kind of continue this ceiling piece over here, it would activate these greenhouse effects, and we would stack this to 300, and it would just be, these would all be 300. We could speed grow all of this. So you really want to use these pieces as much as possible before you destroy them, because they're pricey, right? Like I can't remember what these are. These are crystal and iron ingots, and I can't remember what they are. But it's a considerable amount of crystal, especially if you're starting. So you just want to keep that in mind. A lot of people throw that on the ground. I mean, Dolphin can attest to this. I cannot stand it when people throw loot on the ground. Like, Dolphin, how many times have I been behind you picking up loot if I see boxes on the ground, just sifting through the shit?
I mean, multiple times.
Like, every time.
Jay said, you remember that time you failed with Wild Pack? If you want to be technical, sir, we never failed with Wild Pack.
What do
We
they
raided
mean?
one of their bases, completely demolished it.
I
We
don't
didn't
know.
attack anymore. And then after the raid happened with Wildpack, after that specific raid on that specific base, everybody started getting offline, right? Everybody was getting tired, getting sleepy. I was hella stoned. I wasn't even in town. All right? Like it was one of those things, man. Everybody just got, tired and stuff and they got off. It wasn't a failure. If everybody would have stayed on, then we could have moved on to their other
Wait,
bases and
was it
continued, but
Wild
everybody
Pack?
was quitting.
Didn't we force flex him out of there? Wasn't that Wild Pack? Wasn't
Yeah.
that Rage Quit?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
No, I don't know.
it was Rage Quit, wasn't it? That was Wild Pack. So Jay, if you're confused about that, just watch Rage Quit. That's your boy right there, okay? Tell me we didn't strong dick that guy. Tell me we didn't. But anyways, so looking around the base, we've got a few other crop pots to fill in. We got these bad boys. We got these towers over here. We're gonna try some more of these accelerated crop pots. Ooh, they shot these down too. Sons of bitches.
Hell yeah. Look, dude, I'll completely admit, me and Alex K, shout out to Alex K if you're watching, you bitch. Me and Alex K, we incited soldiers of ethics, man. And that's because, buried in Greenlee, them cockholes, they fucking they took control of Blackpack's South Base. Never had anything to do with them. They just took control of it. No big deal. So what did we do? We joined and we incited them. Of course. Why wouldn't we? Fuck them. That isn't their base. They never did anything for that base.
I mean, what are
They
they
never
saying?
grounded a single bit of metal for it.
What are they saying? I don't even know.
Uh, what you call it? Rated you inside rated you inside at SOE.
No, they got that confused, dude. Anyways, so I mean, this'll pretty much accelerate your crop plots and get your shit up on its feet at least quicker. That's if it doesn't get shot out. And I think what do we? I think we're probably pretty close, right? Like we're about I think about at 40 minutes. Just want to make sure it's not too terribly long. I don't like terribly long streams, and I think most people are the same way. But yeah, that should do it for this episode of Primitive Plus, The Journey, this live stream of Primitive Plus, The Journey. Don't forget, I've got other series running on my channel. I've got the Boyfriend Squad PvP Series, and what we were all talking about, the Saga of Server 49. So if Mr. What's-His-Face in chat's confused, he needs to watch some of those because his facts are incorrect. But yeah, if you like my content and you like BioLazer's content, even though he's not here, consider giving us a little subby doodles, and we'll see you all next time. Deuces.